had another one with her with like a 4-foot dildo she's wearing. I know. Yeah, I'm not very family friendly in a lot of my
You're
stuff.
fine.
It's all original work.
Oh, you should see my kids. They would love you too. My kids, they're only 11 and 9, and so they get free. They go to a charter school. They have to wear uniforms, but on Fridays, if I've done all my volunteer hours, they get free dress day. So my son wanted to wear his "Make America Great" hat again, and I'm like, oh boy, that's gonna start issues. And he's like, and so he got into an argument with me about. I wasn't opposed to it. I just didn't want to start problems. So he's like, well, people wear Oakland Raiders and Golden State Warriors and all of that, and that's what they choose to like. I don't like any of those teams. Why can't I wear my Make America Great hat again? And I'm like, that's a good argument, so fine. I said, but I'm telling you, I said, if somebody tells you to take it off or something, be very respectful, and then I will deal with it with the teachers or the principal or whatever.
Right. How old is your?
11.
Wow, go ahead.
And I said, I don't want you to act disrespectful, and then when I go to vouch for you, they say, well, he was doing this and this and this. Just act respectful, and I will handle it. So he got out of the car with that hat on, and he's going around his class and everything, and his teacher came up to him and said, that hat makes you look evil.
Jesus.
And he turned around and looked at her and he said, at least it doesn't make me look crooked, and
Very
walked
good.
away. And so he called my aunt and told my aunt, so that she sent him a check for $20 for saying
Wonderful.
that. And she's like, I swear you need to write Trump and tell him that an 11-year-old said that to a teacher. Like, at least I don't look crooked, which is true. Like, it's so true.
Well, at least a few people see it because I'm going to YouTube that one for sure. You know.
Oh, and his other one, okay, so that was a cute one. And then before, when Trump was just campaigning and the debates and everything, and he was talking about his wall, do you know the State Farm slogan, like be a good neighbor, da da da.
Yeah.
So my son says, be a good neighbor, stay over there, is his wall. So I tweeted it to Trump, but he didn't ever tweet back. But so my son wanted a MAGA birthday party. And
is this within 6 feet? No, within 6 feet of the grab here.
he would kill me, huh?
I tell you, I have a ball out here.
I don't know if I still have the picture. I don't. So I made him this, he wore his Make America Great hat again, and we had American flags everywhere, and we decorated our house, and then I made a big old tiered red cake, and it said #MAGA all over it, and he was like,
Cool.
So I was going to send that to Trump too, but...
Raise your children well.
I know.
God bless you. I'm glad to hear that. God bless.
It got really bad with all the younger kids this year. Like, my daughter is 9, and she's like, can Hillary come after school and play? I'm like, no, we don't have to. She's voting for Trump, I asked. And I'm like, it doesn't matter who she votes for. It's okay. You can play with whomever. I asked who they vote for. I'm like, oh, God, don't talk about that.
Tell them about Zachary and Brooke.
Yes.
Yeah.
They watch Fox News and CNN. I let them make their own opinions, you know?
Good. As I say, raise your children well. I mean, that's how they become strong.
They
You
at
know,
least
let
are
'em-
educated.
He wore a hat to school. Did you tell him that?
Yeah.
Make America
He says
Great
he's
Again.
gonna
And the
YouTube
school
it.
teacher, and the
Yeah.
school teacher said that hat makes you look evil.
Yeah.
Better than looking crooked or...
Yeah, crooked.
I've heard so many stories from students and other teachers, that got their heads screwed on right about it. Because to me, you don't take a country like ours down militarily because, democracies and republics are very strong, so it's hard to do. You have to do it from the inside. So what they do is, and the way they do it is they take over the school systems. It's like a 40, 50-year plan.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they make you dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, and they implement their
Generation.
socialist and communist agendas.
The teachers were all telling the kids to go vote for Hillary and everything like that. And
Yeah.
Zachary's at,
My union, I'm
at
in
a
the
different
union,
school.
our union rep leader.
Yeah.
When I went to my
Yeah.
union rep meeting, there's 50 heavy equipment operators in a room for our union meeting, and our rep comes up there and says, no, you will vote for Hillary Clinton. Like it wasn't a choice. You will. And half the room or more started laughing. It kind of got a little uprising, got everybody pissy. And he's, I see, I know what you guys are saying. Calm down, and You
have
got to
to
vote
think-
for your pocketbooks. That's what he said. You got to
Not
vote
your
for
hobbies.
Not your hobbies. You think, oh, guns will be there, your hobbies and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Hobby. Guns? Yeah,
It's all right.
But it's kind of for my protection, and it's been there, just like a knife. Right? We just evolved, and now we got guns. But you've always had something to protect your cave.
Yeah, you bring it up
For the
again.
wolves.
How they use the language as a weapon. They try to skew things to be. It's always little increments to just take it away a little bit at a time. But I've talked to other union members that basically the same thing would happen, because I mean, after all, look what happened with those blue state, Pennsylvania, and those states, the Rust Belt states. Those kind of blue-collar guys weren't going to go blue this time, because they've been screwed over so many times, and Trump is coming along going, you want to get back to work, you know what happened.
Yeah.
We shipped the jobs overseas, pal. They're coming back.
Yeah.
So, that resonated, with people that really
Walmart
work.
just announced today that they're increasing the minimum wage to $11, and they gave all their
Other companies have raised it 15 and all. And speaking of which, I hear that I talk to a lot of guys that are, small businessmen or guys in your field that are having a hard time to finding young people to come in, and like crane operators get paid $100 an hour. There was a real shortage of people that know to do what you do.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Because by the end of the season, all the guys
They've
that
also made it
are
hard for
equipment
people
operators are tasked out, and the guys that don't know what they're doing, they either get fired or pushed around, and they want the best of the best to get the job done. They want fast, they want production.
Sure.
But you have to be trained and know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And by the end of the year, all those guys are on jobs, so they have troubles if somebody leaves or gets hurt or does something. To replace that, yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, they did say you got to go through the training first. You got to go through the school, but once you get out, you're going to get a job.
Yeah.
And so people complain about there's no work. Hey, man.
Well, we better run.
Yeah, guys, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Take care.
too.
Thank you.
Oh.
Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Yep.